Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're done with your work. You're ready to listen to Mr. Whitaker to see what to do next. You're ready to move forward with sound waves. Let's get started on our next assignment so you don't get behind so you guys can kind of get done as early as possible. Our next assignment is on sound waves, and it's different ways that you guys can learn about sound waves. So let me share that with you. There are some different activities that you guys can do. So, as you guys can see with my screen share, that I'm in Schoology, happens to be Core 1. Now, this will show up over here on the right, but right now it's going to be in a pink folder, which is entitled Science Assignments. Let me publish it just to kind of show you that when you guys do go to the front page of your Schoology page, and this will be on Wednesday, the 21st of April, you'll see that it says Tuesday, April 27th. That's the due date. Oops, now it's down here. Got bumped. But it says Sound Wave Station Lab. So when you click on that, you'll see, as we've done before, there's a variety of different things that you guys can do. And so it says Sound Wave Lab Stations, and it says the due date is the 27th. I did put subject to change, depending on like how things work out. And sometimes people work faster than I think, but sometimes people work slower than I think. And it's not a problem. It's just that's just how people work. And so it's hard to kind of sometimes judge how that's going to work for different people. So as you scroll down, when you click down here, it should pump you out to a new tab, and then you should have the sound wave lab stations pop out, and you have your whole slideshow here. Now remember, you have to be in edit mode in order to edit this, in order to do what you guys need to do. So you don't want to be in present mode, okay, like so, even though it looks a little bit bigger and a little nicer, but you want to be in this mode right here. Now as you start finishing up different stations, now there are check marks here, so for Watch It, you can actually bring that check mark over and put it over here just so people know that you are, so I know and that you guys know that you are done with Watch It. Okay, when you get rid of it, it might be hard to see, but if I go into present mode again, I'm a little bit off, but you can see that I definitely have that checked off for Watch It. Okay, speaking of Watch It, let me go over here, and of course it wants you to watch a video, which can be found at this link. Now that's also found as I go back here, right here. Okay, so you can play it right here in Schoology, but it's also, you can click out and have that YouTube link. If it's not working, please let me know. So it says that you have 3 questions here, and make sure you guys put your answers over here. Read it. Make sure you guys read through the paragraphs. Now, whether you guys jot down notes or not is really up to you. You do not have to jot down any notes, okay? If you want to, you can, but you do not have to jot down any notes. Same with the next slide over here, slide 4. Read through, notes. Don't need to jot them down. But what brings you to read it is it does have some questions for you. We'll scrunch down here, but you just put your answers here, A, B, C, or D, A, B, C, or D, or A, B, C, or D. Explore it. You click on here, and you'll find that the website is one that you've seen before. Looks like this. Hope you get done early so you guys can play around with that one. That one's a lot of fun. And so it has some questions, some tasks that I want you to do, and some questions for you. Research it. When you click on this link, I don't think I have that one open, so I'll open it for you. There's a nice simulator right here, which takes a little bit of time to load, but you may want to put in the upper left-hand corner, there was something to expand the whole thing so you guys can see that much better, and it'll give you some ideas on like different things that you can change here. Okay, so it'll have all that information available to you. And so you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to have you guys answer some questions. Research part 2, it still goes on that website. Now organize it. So it wants you to organize these things into high frequency waves. Now a high frequency wave would have a high pitch. So we want to take this and move this over here. And then some low frequency waves would have something else. And so there's even some like diagrams of it. So it wants you to bring over what's appropriate. Please check with Mr. Whitaker if you want to check on the answers. Illustrate it. Probably one of the toughest ones that people or ones that people have trouble with or something. I don't know. People are skipping this one. So it says use colored pencils or markers. Well, it really wants you to just go away from the screen and then draw what it wants you to draw, which is pretty easy, the low pitch wave and the high pitch wave. And then it says, I thought maybe it has you label some things. I don't see that though. Okay, well that should be pretty easy then if you're not labeling, but you might want to double check on that in case I am wrong. Okay, should be low pitch, high pitch. I guess you could label which one's which. Now, I want you to do it on paper, and then it has some instructions here on how to just take a picture of it and then upload it to this area right here. You can go into the Google Drawing. You just insert and then go to your drawing. And why do I not see it? I don't know. image, can I make a drawing from there? I don't know. I don't know if you have to go into Google Doc and do it that way. But you can actually use the tools and then find your scribble tool. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You go into line, you find your scribble tool right here, and you can use that to scribble like that. Okay, so obviously that's not a very good wave. All right, so write it. So it has a question for you there, question for you on slide 13 as well, and a question for you on slide 14. And then assess it. Some people have trouble with this one, but I'm not sure why it's bumped down all the way, but when you get to assess it, you really want to refer back to read it, which is way up here in slide 3, in order to answer slide 15 and 16. Okay? The challenge, slide 17 is just talking about the challenge at stations. Now you can earn extra points if you guys are done and you have nothing else to do. I mean, I know there are some things that you guys can do, but there's some things that you might want to look at this just so you guys can get some extra credit. It'll only help your grade. And then just make sure that that does get submitted to Schoology. Now it's due next Tuesday, which is April 27th. All right, so if you have any questions, you know to ask me. But that's it for this video, so let me know if you need anything clarified. Hey, be good and do your best.